at the GSL. Center right. He's pretty
MVP king
on winning this. Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Get it?
You're funny.
Am I funny? I just want your approval. Over here in the center left, we have
TricKsteR.
Hopefully we'll see a much safer build out in this game. In fact, both games somewhat risky builds. In fact, I feel like the build that we saw last game was even more risky than a 60 Nexus.
Just
San.
Shut it, San.
He's waiting, hoping that TricKsteR pulls this out. Does not want a PvP, I guarantee.
Yeah, he does not want a PvP. Interesting scouting pattern here by the Protoss.
Well, there are no closed spawns.
Yep.
So
normally we see him scout the bottom first, but I guess not. So, doing a little loopy-looping.
Yeah.
If you're really good, sometimes you can kill your opponent's SCV or make that SCV stop constructing.
Yeah. And that is so annoying.
If you're new to StarCraft, I recommend you don't try doing that. Instead, try focusing on making probes.
Yes.
Kids, don't try this at home.
No, you gotta be a Gosu.
Yep.
A lot of apple.
One of the hard things about StarCraft and learning it is that to understand what really priority is in the game, I'm good at harassing with a probe, but is that really what I'm supposed to be focusing on?
Yeah.
I'm good at microing my stalker in the middle of the map and killing off a Marine, but am I spending my money? And when you get in a battle, and you can ask Artosis, this guy's, because this was my problem. I'd always start going back to my base and macroing in a big battle.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. I mean, you just pointed that to me, and I'm like, oh my God, you're right, I do that.
Yeah.
Let me pull up my money a little bit, but control this battle right, for that 5 or 6 seconds, and then go back and do it.
We are the odd couple tasteless because I am the opposite. I over micro battles, and I win battles I shouldn't, and my money gets too high.
Yeah. So it's important to kind of prioritize that and really view, because the truth of the matter is, you very rarely have a game where you've done everything perfectly.
Yeah.
Up to a point.
There's been like 2 or 3 of those ever.
Yep.
And
they were all done by me on the ladder, but yeah.
That's right. Perfect swing of the sword. The head flew off into the wall.
Basically, Artosis, when I'm on the ladder,
it's
like the nerd's trying to run away, all right, but I'm riding on a horse. Yeah. I got my crossbow out, and I shoot him in the back, and I jump off, run up to him, and suck the last breath of air out of his mouth before he dies and take his soul and his ladder points.
That is pretty wild. We do see TricKsteR going for a 1 gateway expansion into 2 more gates. I love the build. It's totally cool. In the meantime, it looks like we are going to see... What are we going to see from Keen? It looks like perhaps a Hellion drop.
Weird build here.
Yeah, it's really weird because he's only got 1 gas, and he's getting a starport.
Well, I guess it has to be the Hellion drop.
Whoa,
he's going to tech lab.
Maybe a Banshee, but certainly no cloak with that. Take him like 10 minutes to get a gas, get a Banshee and cloak.
Protoss hiding a pylon here, so both these guys are actually going to go, for some kind of rush at some point in time here. We can tell that because of that pylon down there, but Terrans will definitely be before the Protosses.
Adds a command center, so he's not going to go all in with this. Just make a little Banshee for some harassment.
Think he'll get a Raven at all?
You want to talk about harassment, Tasteless? Played this custom game the other day.
Oh yeah, what is it like when you're in the custom game, Artosis?
Well, I grab a pro gamer, I go over and make a custom game, and as I'm running up his ramp with my Zergling Rush, I type to him, so he's typing back, and then he can't micro. That's what TricKsteR should be doing here.
What?
And, oh my God, this is going to be huge damage.
I can't believe it. I have to say, TricKsteR had very good game sense to actually just rush up the ramp here.
That Banshee also not going to be very useful against a bunch of Stalkers, Tasteless. There was a Hellion in TricKsteR's base, but he got rid of it.
And there's only 2 more Marines.
Keen right now feels Codes falling out of his grasp. The Banshee comes over, but so many SCVs have been lost. Stalkers do beat Banshee.
Is he going to get that? Nice Banshee. Banshee
2 kills. TricKsteR needs a micro just slightly more here.
Yeah, this is where we talk about priority. Don't go back macro.
Yeah, this is like the situation where if you kill the Banshee, you win. So Well, he would have if he had killed it while he still had 6 Stalkers, but he's let that Banshee get 3 kills, or 2 kills now, and a Marine had to kill.
I like the Zealots. They can do a lot of damage to that depot. Much faster than the Stalkers can. Nice micro here. And that should mean that he will get down.
He's microing like he's never microed before, Tasteless.
He knows, Keen does, that his entire career is on the line right now. I don't see any more Stalkers getting warped over there, surprisingly.
The amount of damage he has done. Wait a second. That Hellion may have gotten more.
I think we might have missed something crucial here, guys. Artosis and I are looking at the Protoss' main base.
Okay, so Keen actually killed 6 probes, while TricKsteR killed 8 SCVs.
A Hellion did get in there and do some damage.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good amount. Because right now, TricKsteR only has 21 probes against 25 SCVs. I don't know how that's actually possible. How does he have so few probes? Did he just make a Nexus and cut probes forever for this rush? That's what it seems like.
I'm not entirely sure.
That
he has pulled a lot of chrono boost there. His Nexus actually has 100% energy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's pooling or not actually multitasking.
Well, I think he has such a poor economy at this point. He has almost nothing to chrono boost. Well, at this point, he certainly does. He has some upgrades going and everything.
Whoa, musical chairs for the buildings here.
Giant reshuffle. It's like we're playing 21 and you caught me counting cards.
And Terran will finally get this expansion up. Mules will make this very easy for Terran to start, catch up here. Also, this Banshee coming in here. I don't know if Soki-Su TricKsteR here is actually prepared, but the Banshee's turnaround.
Blue Flame Hellion's coming as well. There is a cannon in his mineral line.
The Observer did see the Blue Flame Hellion drop coming here.
Luckily, TricKsteR has those 2 cannons. So if he did not have those, I'd be much more scared for him. I'm still a little bit scared for him.
And, it's funny because I really thought that game was going to end, but we just didn't have a shot of that Hellion drop, so it was actually a completely different situation. Double-pronged attack here. Hellion's dropped in this location, which, by the way, TricKsteR is irresponsibly left unmarked. Yep. He could get a good amount of probes here.
Blue Flame Hellions. Lucky for TricKsteR, he doesn't have too high a probe saturation right there. But at the same time, Banshee's coming to the natural. Going to run those probes to the cannons.
And not the most effective drop thus far.
Nope.
He's managed to have some probes shuffle around, but that's about it.
Might take out that gas as well.
Not the assimilator.
I don't think he even cares at this point. He's got some good... and he will be able to take out all these Banshees.
There's a trap. And that is... Well, that's too bad for Terran. He should have been a little bit more careful. I think banking back into the main when he knew a cannon was there was a big mistake.
Yeah. Well, he's still quite in the lead here, man. He is at 78 supply against 47. 45 SCVs against 25 probes. That is over twice the economy of TricKsteR when you count in mules. TricKsteR in a very bad spot at the moment, which is just so contrary to that rush that we saw where he killed 1,000 Marines and SCVs.
Yeah. We weren't quite getting all the action there.
He was just
Terran
not
stands.
making probes, man.
Terran's nodding his head going, yeah, I'm ahead.
That's why he's nodding his head.
That's why he's doing that.
What's this? Ahead. What am I? Ahead. What's on my shoulders? Ahead. What do you do when you get ahead? Get more ahead.
Wow. It's true, man. Now, these Stalkers, the Sentries, are being used to defend. It's very difficult for Protoss to do anything. Oftentimes, we'll see Protoss try to hide a base in this scenario. We sort of hope Terran doesn't find it, but even that is not
that's
exactly a viable strategy.
He does have some Marines scouting around with some Hellions as well. Those Hellions kicking up dust on top of the city.
Yep.
Gonna come over here and meet Mr. Immortal, but probably eat a few probes in the meantime.
Uh-oh.
One probe going down.
Any
two
probe you
probes.
lose in this situation is just bad.
Oh,
so
man,
you got
4 probes. 5.
Oh, come on, Immortal.
5 probes going down.
Immortal didn't put his contacts in. He actually had a physical contact. He was like, oh.
It's really hard for an Immortal to put contacts in because his arms are actually gigantic guns.
Yeah. That is scary, Artosis.
It is. Especially considering he's an armored unit. If he does it in the morning before he has his shields up, he does 50 damage to himself, man. That's 1/4 his life, man. Got to be really careful.
The Immortal wanted to put his special colored contacts in. Listen, man. Be careful.
Yeah.
You have special damage properties.
I know Immortals aren't supposed to have green eyes. It looks cool, but is it worth it?
We got another drop here, too. And believe it or not, TricKsteR cannot see that.
And down go blue flames, up go blue flames all around.
Actually, the drop with the expansion was actually a pretty bad drop, I gotta say. Concerning the potential damage that could have been dealt.
Still kills a few probes. It is 36 probes at 52 SCV, so he's keeping his economy up. Keen is making another command center. I love how he's playing, how he's just kind of sitting back, making units harassing a little bit, getting a few upgrades here and there, you know, baking a cake, giving Taste of some cookies,
yeah,
some ladder points probably, making that command center, getting
putting
more
up
ahead.
some new drapes at the command center.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
You got to have those dark drapes so the sun doesn't.
Maybe build a deck out there. Maybe build a tree house for the the younger Marines.
Yeah, that could be pretty nice.
I'll tell you something, I'm never gonna make my kids a tree house, man.
Why?
You want me to build a house in a tree and expect my kids to be safe up there, Tosis? That's the craziest idea ever, man.
I don't know, man. You got long arms like a monkey. They might be good at climbing.
Here comes the Colossus. So that's one good thing going here for the press. But if you just look at the raw number of Terran units.
Yeah, he's 165 split at 95 Tasis. Do you know what that means?
What does it mean, Artosis?
Well, they certainly aren't both multiples of 11, but
true that.
That is a lot more units than TricKsteR has.
You know, Keen is handling this perfectly. He's taking the gold base. And that's
making a lot of Vikings as well.
That's going to pressure Protoss into attacking. Protoss does not want to attack.
Yeah, I think right now TricKsteR actually can't attack. In fact, if I had to come up with some way for him to win this, I would sit on 2 base. I would not make another Nexus. 100% no. I would spend every single mineral getting upgrades and the best army composition I can think of right now and just hope I can hold on until I max out.
Yeah.
I would max out, try to make it so cost efficient that I'd come back. I think that's really his only choice at this point. And if he does make that Nexus, all Terran has to do is walk up there, man. He can't defend everything. Absolutely not. And he does make that Nexus. It's a hard decision to make just on 2 base cases. It feels like losing.
Well, it feels like you're making a mistake. We've seen it work before, though. If you just get so many attacking units that even though your opponent's economy is in good shape, you know, that many SCVs is not going to be useful in a battle. Here comes Terran, probably realizing, oh, he's going to expand. Well, I'm almost maxed, LOL.
He's got to be very careful about those sentries because there are ghosts. There are ghosts in there. Tasteless, 2 of them.
All right. He has to.
Here it comes.
Here it comes. Ready.
And running in. TricKsteR way out of position, trying to get away with those stalkers. They're going to be eaten, and the game is going to end.
Here comes the EMP needed.
Well,
beautiful. Every single sentry. Well, one was not it, but you know what I mean. That's going to be GG. TricKsteR only has one more chance now.
Yeah,
to pull through with a win.
You know, as I was saying, if he makes that that Nexus Tasteless, well, he grabs. I'll describe that in a minute. Keen very happy with himself going to Code S. I knew it. I knew what he said. I belong to Code S.
You can see the frustration here on TricKsteR's face. He's like, wait a minute, this is not supposed to be happening. I was not even supposed to lose my group in Code S. Now I got to go up against San, and I mean, I think TricKsteR's probably the favorite as Protoss goes. Yeah. Against San, but it's still San. I mean, San's pretty good.
He is. His PvP is still very, very good. I do want to point out, as soon as you made that Nexus, as I said, you have to sit in one position. You notice how his army got split up. You can't actually do that. When you have that small an army, you actually have to dictate the entire battle with force fields. You have to have perfect force fields. You have to control perfectly. Even if he had done both those, Keen may have won with that attack. But when Keen saw the Nexus, he said, you can't actually be in both places at once.
Exactly.
I'm just going to walk in, find my spot, and kill you.
You know, also, the split of the army was kind of weird. You had, stalkers over here, and then,
if they had Blink,
Zealots,
maybe?
I don't understand what he was trying to do with that, but...
Hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, the stalkers weren't able to deal the damage, get in front. The force fields wouldn't have mattered that much. because it's just a Colossus there to defend. He can even pick up and go near the Colossus with his medevacs because there's no stalkers.
Sentries shining their flashlights frantically on the dropship trying to take it down. No.
That little tickly light, that's not going to stop it.
No, it's not.
Medevac's not even ticklish.
No, it's...
Go for the tummy,
I never
armpits.
saw it laugh.
No, doesn't laugh. So,
Go for the tummy, a Marine comes out, man. It's scary as hell.
no, man, it's very scary. Well, we're going to have to go into our next series here.
PvP.
PvP. I don't know if we're going to go right into it. We might have a quick break here, depending on time. I think we will, but, just depends. Yep, actually, we're going to have a 2-minute break. I was just informed. So don't go too far away. Little break. We're going to have TricKsteR Soki Su against San coming up here in just a little bit.